Hello, Bushcraft family here today again, and this is Red Shirt Friday. Remember, everyone deployed. Um, Always a good day. Um, First of all, I want to thank everybody for all the support and everything I have been getting. Um, and I hit the 5,000 mark. I'm really pleased, and like I said, it's all about you guys. It's You guys helped me get there, and I really appreciate it. Great support in this community. But yeah, we're going to get down to business here. I am on a new computer, so hopefully everything is working correctly. Um, if not, we'll have to work on it. It took me forever to get everything switched over, and I'm still trying to get files moved over. So yeah. Okay, let's make sure this goes over. Yep, good. Okay. Now, this report is kind of interesting. It shows what consumers are buying, and this is worldwide. It tracks what people are buying all over the world and stuff. So we're seeing what a lot of stuff is going, um, like what possible shortages and stuff there may be and stuff like that. Some of the things are really silly things, but it's worth pointing out on some things. But let's go ahead to the table of contents. I'm not going to go through all of these because it's quite long and everything. I'm just going to kind of break it down a little bit. Um, let's see, like all made up and nowhere to go. Um, the CV and cosmetic products. Okay, well, evidently, people are not too concerned about how they look during this time, because cosmetic makeup and stuff like that has went down by 27%. um, and there's graphs that show what countries buy more, and of course, United States is still up there pretty good, but it the market has went down by 27%, which is really crazy. Um, let's go ahead and get to one of these. Frozen foods. This is one thing that um, was very interesting. Let me see if this is right. Yeah, right there. Our studies reveal that in many markets, consumers took to buying more frozen foods in 2020. In every market except for um, India and China, where our samples are urban and online representative rather than uh, nationally. Uh, the percentage of the public that increased their consumption. I'll get it out. Of these products handily outnumbered the portion who dis- decreased their consumptions. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go down to the figures and whatnot here shortly. But some of these are really interesting. The highest portion uh, found in Spain, 31%, and 30% in Italy. So we're 3 in 10 are buying more frozen food based foods. But it was very surprising. But you kind of seen it when this is 2020 that they're going by. Um, a lot of stuff that went off the shelves were soups and stuff like that, frozen food stuff, and fast, just toss it in the microwave and go type meals. And yeah, seeing it. And here's another one: 30 U.S. consumers, 32, 32%. It went up 32%, and Mexican consumers 31%. It's pretty much the same. India's market in our study is 38%. Okay, let's just go down here. Um, Net change in consumption of frozen foods during this thingy. Yeah, you see it right there. Whoop. Average is 18%. It went up. This is for the world. It went up by 18%. Um, Holy moly. Hong Kong, what are you guys doing over there? Um, I don't know if that's all the food that they had or what not, but they went nuts for frozen food. Um, Singapore, Australia went up by 23%. And Indonesia, I'm going to have fun with all these names here. 18%. And then when we see China and India, do they not have freezers or something? No. Minus 1%, minus 7%. Odd. Not sure why that is, but the U.S. went up by 24%. Um, and that may not seem like a lot, 24%, but it's quite a bunch for that short of period. Water. And then we have Spain, Italy, and all this places down here. UAE, but you kind of get, wow, that's a lot of frozen foods and stuff like that. Now, of course, we have that stuff in stockpile in cases and stored in freezers and stuff. So a lot of that supply was good after the initial push that, oh no, we're running out of food, let's go buy everything type of thing, because they were not prepared. So you have everybody going out and buying frozen meals and things like that. Uh, Americans who bought more frozen food still prefer it fresh. Among 32% of Americans who increased their consumptions uh, of frozen food in 2020, many may have done so out of convenience or necessity rather than preference. Um, I don't know. Whenever I went to the store, there was a lot of fresh produce when, like, canned meats and all that stuff were wiped out. Ramen noodles were wiped out. That was weird. You seen all these people in with these carts and things. You would see toilet paper and uh, um, ramen noodles and cases of water and stuff like that, and it just was didn't make any sense. Like 20 packs of toilet paper and just a little bit of food. To me, I would rather have all that food than the toilet paper. I mean, but that's what they call the hoarders of. They go out and massively buy a bunch of stuff because they just don't think. And then you have preppers, which already were already prepared for this. The main thing whenever I went out, I was more interested on what everybody was buying at the time and stuff like that. It was more like curiosity, trying to see what everybody was going nuts over and stuff like that, and seeing what was left. And that's what surprised me, that there was so many fresh produce, even though like Walmart produce sucks most of the time anyway. But it was completely full. Everybody was going for this other stuff, and it was like, why? It didn't make sense. And there we go, cat again. Found a paper bag or plastic bag. Um, but anyways, yeah, this graph is saying uh, why they buying it and stuff. Fresh food is better than frozen, 41 or so percent. But yeah, it's crazy. And this is the types of frozen food purchased. Um, got got to have your French fries when there's food shortage and stuff like that. I live on them potato products. And then it goes to pizza, pizza and garlic bread. And then we got desserts and ice cream and stuff. And vegetables and fruit way up there, almost as much as the dessert stuff. And then oh wait, we need protein, guys. Let's get meat and poultry. And then here's more of the fish and seafood. See, now me, I would have went straight for the chicken and the fish and stockpiled up on that. And then you have the ready meals like TV dinners and stuff like that. Would be my guess what ready meals are. Frozen, processed meat and fish, bakery, and party food. Then we go down here. Americans' reason for freezing: quality, value, convenience, and taste. Quality of food. And then we go to value: simple to cook. Taste is way down here. Now, any prepper will tell you the main thing you want to go for is what we go for is what we like to eat. There's no reason to buy 100 pounds of beans if you hate beans. It's good for an emergency or something like that, but preppers would rather get food that we're going to eat, that makes us happy. Um, whatever. Where else? Quick to prepare, and then it goes down. Easy to store. Easy to store is down here, and then healthy. Look at almost at the bottom. And then the last one is there wasn't any options. It was frozen food, which doesn't make sense because there was plenty of it. But the healthy is way down here because anything frozen, well, anything processed is not healthy at all in the first place. So yeah, you have that. And here we go with the alcohol during, this thing right there. Yeah. Our data indicates that alcohol consumption increased in most of our featured markets in 2020, with 19% of consumers seeing their alcohol intake rise and 14% reporting a decrease. So what this means is majority 19%, it went up 19%, but there's 14% of the population, their consumption of alcohol decreased. Um, so you have that, but we're just gonna squish down here to the little cute little graph thing, and as you can see, the lighter gray is decrease and the green is increase. So we're going to see which of the countries out there um, got wasted more than others, or basically started drinking more. And this is where you have the average right here. And then India. India's way up there. They went hog wild with what would they drink in India? I wonder. Wine or whiskey of some sort, rum. Hmm. Never really considered what a lot of the countries would drink. I know, like everybody knows, like Russia's vodka and stuff like that. But what one day I would like to see what um, everybody's what other countries' main drink is for their country. Mexico would be probably tequila. But anyway, we have India clearly way above everybody else. In China, um, I guess China would be like a rice wine. A sake would be for um, Japan or something like that. But anyway, you get the gist of it. Um, but one thing that I noticed here on this one, they're drinking a lot more than they decreased their alcohol. They're way down here with a lot of these. Um, on average, they're way below the average and everything. Here we go, United States and Mexico. Mexico's drinking a lot more than the United States. Um, Probably because they're in 2020 they were drinking so much because they knew they were headed over to past the wall type thing. Who knows? But also you have the United States. We drank a lot more, and it's probably about 50-50 decreased. I would say a little bit more decreased. Um, Britain's way up there. Great Britain's drinking more than the United States. Well, they were more locked down than we were. I, I guess he would. I know Italy and France were locked down pretty good. Um, but you kind of get the Spain. They're pretty much even. A little difference. And look at Sweden. Sweden, Denmark, and Germany. Their alcohol decreased more than they drink, or more than they increased their alcohol, which was really interesting. And I wonder why those countries right there were like that. Um, it's just my brain. I always want to try to figure out why. Why, you know what I mean? Um, and a quarter of Brits who increased their alcohol consumption have been drinking alone. Okay, this probably doesn't really matter and everything, but um, yeah, there's a lot of people drinking alone in Britain. Our data shows that 95% of Britons um, who bought more alcohol did it from a supermarket grocery shop. Okay, that wasn't what I was thinking. Um, of this group, 57% say they bought alcohol once a week or more, with almost a quarter, 23% saying they purchased it several weeks. Okay, that makes sense, but um, yeah, it's whoa. And then we have once a week, a lot, several times a month. More than once a day was 0%, which was odd. But let's get out of. Why they really want to stick it to Britain with their drinking, I guess. Why so much with this? I don't know. Um, Snapshot growth, cleaning products. Okay. Um, the five markets where consumers are least likely to say they purchase more of these items and are all European and Germany, France. And it just gives a. But we'll go down to the pretty little graphs. It's much better than me reading about it. Um, let's go down here. Agreed, neither, and disagreed. So let's try to see. Wow. Okay, neither and disagreed. Would disagreed. Mexico was way off the chart there. Uh, Global agreement, disagreement with statement. I have bought more home cleaning products. Um, yeah, and India's up way up there. They would disagree that they bought more. Um, Everybody. The thing is, it looks like a lot of these countries would say they disagree with buying more, but we've seen everything from the grocery store where everybody was buying up hand sanitizer and disinfectant wipes, Lysol, bleach, and all that stuff. Just empty the shelves. But they disagree that they bought a bunch of it. But let's get all past this. Um, yeah, this is this local one here. Global agreement, disagreement with statement. I will make more effort to support local businesses by local. Yeah, right now, Walmart and uh, Amazon are making a killing off of this. They are just raking in the money. The online thing, which I do myself. I order stuff from Amazon and Walmart online because, well, for one thing, my local store here, my Walmart store, doesn't have cat food at all. So I have to order the cat food. Same with the litter. And I have to order it online. And what I've been doing, the prepper in me, whenever I have to order cat food, I always order an extra bag. And that extra bag gets put up just in case. That way I have food for my cats. Um, because some of my cats are just real finicky and they only have to have that one type of food. They can't have whatever I give them. But pet owners, you guys know how this is. But like I said, that's the only way I can get it unless I drive 65 miles south or to a bigger area to where they might have pet food stuff. But that's another thing, guys. Pet supplies are running thin, so that's a good one to look out for. If you can, do like I do. Whenever you order your food or you go to the store to buy um, food for your pet, grab an extra bag, put that bag back, buy a trash can, fill that trash can up until it's not like it's going to go to waste or anything. If it sets too long, you start feeding it to your animals, and then replace it. That way, because you're going to buy the food anyway for your pet. It's just like us. You still buy your food for yourself. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and pretty much end it here. I mean, there is a lot of stuff in this report. I could go on for hours with this. Um, but like I said, it is a very long thing. And here's the conclusion of this: bulk buying has become big business. Yep. Over the course of the CV crisis, certain consumer behaviors could have contributed to supermarkets continuing dominance over smaller retailers, which is true. Like in my town, this happened before the CV came about. Um, the local stores, the mom and pops places, they closed up, um, which was unfortunate because they probably would have survived because of, like, for us, our Walmart is not in town. You have to drive, I don't know, about 4 miles, 5 miles out of town to go to Walmart. And the local stores were right here in the city. Uh, a lot of times I would shop at the local stores whenever I go get lunch meat and stuff like that because it was fresher and better than what you would get at the Walmart. And sure, you would pay a little bit more, but unfortunately, they're no more. Um, the big chains are just wiping them out. And the thing is, people will flock to that Walmart before they go to those small ones, and it's unfortunate, but that's just the way we live now. Um, but anyways, yeah, this is going to be the new thing. Like basically, what I got out of this report. Um, like now, you go on your computer, you order your stuff, you go to the little parking lane and tell them you're here, and they load your car up. You don't see anybody but that person, and you're gone. That is probably going to stay the main thing that people use now. And I also see that, like, Domino's has a robot that drives to your house and tells you, "Oh, your pizza's here," and you go out and grab it out of this robot, and there's your pizza. No human contact. It's a robot now. It probably ages before it ever comes to my little small town, but it's still, wow. That's what we're getting at. No human contact, and I think it's going to continue that way even after CV is done, which I don't see it going to be gone from the mainstream media for probably 3 or 4 years. It's going to stick around because it's big business. It's a big story now. Um, that and the other thing that the riots and all that stuff. That's big stuff on the media, but we won't get into that. I just wanted to get you guys do a little bit on this reports and things like that, where a lot of spending is gone and whatnot. But a lot of these stores are making it more easier for people to buy their groceries on the computer or on your phone and just pick it up. And um, you have that with restaurants, and a lot of places are no contact. And it's even with the CV thing going on, everybody wearing masks and whatnot. you can still have contact. Well, not, contact, but you can see somebody and say, "Hey, how are you doing?" and stuff like that. But they're getting to where you're not. There's nobody to talk to. It's just you pick up your stuff and you go. And it's a shame. We're getting to be that everybody stays in your house, goes and picks up your food and stuff and bring it back. Um, you have these people that will go pick up your food from your fast food and bring it to you. You don't even have to get out of your house. But guys, I want to thank everybody for watching. Please like, share, comment, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next one. And God bless.